You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Now on the Mo Kelly Show, it's Tiffany Hobbs, the viral load. She'll speak of all the viral things social media can bring. Facebook, Insta, X, TikTok, the viral load with Tiffany Hobbs. Viral load, viral load, the viral load. Viral load with Tiffany Hobbs.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. This is Later with Mo Kelly, and I am Tiffany Hobbs with this week's The Viral Load, your weekly roundup of the top viral stories coming across social media. If you're an athlete or you were an athlete at some point, like I played a few sports growing up.
What did you play?
I played basketball, volleyball.
Were you good? Did you have any skills?
I was really good. I was on varsity. I could ball.
You on varsity?
Yeah, at Torrance High School.
Never heard of them. I went to South Torrance. There was only one school in Torrance, and it was South Torrance.
Yeah, until we beat you guys.
Well, you never beat us in anything.
Once, I think we did. Once.
Tartar sauce.
Tartars, thank you. But this isn't about us, Mo Kelly. We could go on all night about this. This is about the fact that if you are an athlete, then you may very well have really fond memories of practicing your skills with a parent or with a beloved adult in your life. There's a video that has gone viral all over social media. I saw it on Instagram. There are now millions of views and hundreds of thousands of comments across social media because there's a father clearly in his 60s, maybe even his 70s. He's wearing khakis. He has on a belt. He has on dress shoes of some sort. He has on a button-down shirt. It's tucked in. And he is on the basketball court with his two teenaged sons. They're probably in their upper teenage years. And he decides to school these kids in a game of horse. Go for it, Steph.
Yeah? He wants to get mic'd up.
All right, you got to go behind me. Old school scout hook on.
Here we go. Yep, okay. There we go.
Oh. Yeah.
Too easy.
Dad is sinking every
Keep
shot.
About 2
Behind
degrees
the
of slope
back.
right there.
The dude thinks he's a scientist. Maybe
Yep,
he is.
It was 2. I figured it was 2.
Getting this miss.
He's trash talking throughout the whole thing.
Let's see that jump shot. Everybody thinks
Little
it's
sit
awesome.
shot. That's what it's going to be.
Okay.
And he embarrasses.
Hey, we got
Go deep with this.
Best of luck to you. I think we're done for.
All right, Steph. So as you heard, with each shot that the father made or that he took, he made the shot. He ended up winning this game of horse. And not because the shots were simplistic. No, these were shots that would be hard in any professional arena, in any college sports game. These shots were trick shots. And this father absolutely put his two sons to shame to the tune of millions and millions of viewers. And again, hundreds of thousands of comments. It is definitely a wholesome moment in social media history, in viral social media posts. And I highly encourage you to find this post if you can. If you go to Google and you type in "father wins game of horse," you should be able to find it. It is worth the watch.
I remember when I finally could beat my dad in horse. I was so happy. So happy.
It's like the pinnacle of your practicing.
Yes. And then I thought that I didn't have to listen to him anymore and I could whoop his ass. And that was not the case.
Definitely.
I remember when he bounced me off the linoleum floor when I was 15. Yeah.
Okay. This took a turn. Mm-hmm. All right.
No, I'm just saying, there's a rite of passage.
Statute of limitations. So
son,
it's okay.
Well, he's passed on, so it's not like anything's going to happen. But no, there's this rite of passage where the son eventually gets to supplant and, beat his father in whatever sport or what have you.
Yeah, and you look forward to that, I
Absolutely.
imagine, right? So in this case, the two sons didn't do that. Maybe in the future, I'm sure they'll have retribution, but not yet.
Keep on trying.
The second clip for this particular part of the segment has to do with another father. However, this father is not himself a biological father. No, this young man after he graduated from college in 2020, decided that he was going to create a social media account in which he would give advice to people who were watching his posts. This man, Summer Clayton, fancies himself as being a motivational speaker, a person who's involved in leadership and motivating those who follow him. And his target would be people who he says maybe don't have a father figure and are looking for that sort of figure in their lives. He hosts a weekly conversation called Dinner with Dad. Let's hear a few clips from this one.
Hey, how are you? Hot sauce? Okay, I have some of mine already. Thank you God for this food. Amen. How have you been, man? Give me one good thing, give me one challenging thing, okay? Start with a good thing.
So in that clip, he sits down and he's enjoying a dinner and he asks, hey, tell me one good thing about your week or your day. Okay, follow that up with one challenging thing. So he has this dialogue with an invisible person so that the person watching can feel that they are the person who he is talking to directly. Can we play the next one, Steph? This one has to do with Summer Clayton sitting down and talking at a park bench. So he changes his settings. Let's hear a little bit about this one.
Cone, and you can't tell because all of the syrup is at the bottom, but I feel like that's when it's the best. My dad used to give us snow cones when I was younger, and I feel like I really liked them then, but as an adult, I fully realized that this is just sugar water, but that's life.
So in that one, he talks about enjoying a summer dessert, a snow cone, and how it's okay to be childlike. And he encourages his followers to listen while he enjoys this snow cone with them. In the third clip, he gives advice on a breakup.
Are you okay? I just heard some crying in here. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. I know you miss them. It's gonna be okay, I promise. It kind of feels like your whole world was taken away, you know? But I know you're gonna get back on your feet.
All right. So that's Summer Clayton. He runs the Instagram account at officially your proud dad. He has over 4 million followers right now and a lot of engagement online, and his posts go viral weekly because a lot of people tune in for his message. So it's a very wholesome account. It can be a little off-putting at first because he's young. He's a guy in his 20s and he's giving advice to you. So if you're watching, it takes a while to kind of get past the initial,
You took the words out of my mouth. I was kind of put off by it because I felt this way just being in church. You'd have a preacher who was younger than you. It's like, wait a minute, you don't have the life experience to give advice on things that you haven't experienced, haven't been through, and it's almost like it feels empty.
It does. For those of us who have lived life beyond, I think, Summer Clayton's, short amount of years at this point, he's in his 20s. But for younger people, for those teenagers who are looking for some sort of guidance and who use social media as a place to seek out advice, I think this account is a lot better than other places they could go. So that's the first segment of the Viral Load. We'll be back with more after.
Trading at Schwab is now powered by Ameritrade, bringing you an expanding library of education with even more ways to sharpen your trading skills. Access new online courses, insightful webcasts, articles, engaging videos, and more, all curated just for traders. Plus, guided learning paths with content designed to fit your unique interests. No sifting to find exactly what you need, so you can spend your time learning to trade brilliantly. Learn more at schwab.com/trading.
This.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Now it's time for the Viral Load with Tiffany. Live on KFI's Later with Mo Kelly. She'll talk about the
640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. This is Later with Mo Kelly, and we are in the second segment of tonight's Viral Load with me, Tiffany Hobbs. We're going to take a look back at what happened during the big game, the Super Bowl. I can say that now, right, Mo?
Yeah, you can say it. You can say it then. Just can't use it as part of a promotion.
There we go. It's muddy waters with that phrase. But the Super Bowl, as we all know now, the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Sorry if that's not your team. It is a matter of fact. Spoiler alert. Sorry about that. Well, there's another special moment that came out of the Super Bowl outside of Philadelphia being able to celebrate. And it involves a fan that found an Eagles jacket, a Letterman jacket with the Eagles insignia and Eagles written across the back on it. Really nice, heavy weighted jacket. After the Super Bowl parade in Philadelphia with a special note inside. So this is what happened. After people left the Super Bowl parade, one fan spotted something hanging on a gate. The fan's name is Amy Ranabarger. She's a LaSalle. Bless you. Amy.
What? The name again?
Amy Ranabarger.
That sounds almost offensive.
It is harsh. I've never seen that last name in my life, and I hopefully won't have to say it again.
Proceed.
Amy R., a LaSalle University graduate, shared with NBC 10, a local affiliate in Philadelphia, that she found a retro-looking Eagles starter jacket hanging on a light post while at the Philadelphia Museum of Art during the ending of this big parade. And she thought, Amy R., oh no, someone left their jacket. She went to get the jacket, and when she picked it up, she started searching the pockets for some sort of identification or extra change, whatever she might have been looking for. And inside, she found a note. The note went viral. This is what the note said. If found, do not return. This jacket belongs to you. I found this jacket on the night of the Super Bowl in 2018, and it only felt right to release back into the city when the Eagles won again. Enjoy the jacket. I hope you get the opportunity to release back into the world with another Super Bowl win soon. Go Birds. So Amy, of course, took the note, posted it on social media, took the jacket as her own, and the note has gone viral.
Did they find the previous owner by chance?
Not yet. And it seems like that is deliberate, where that the previous owner did not want to be identified, does not want to be found, just wanted to do this deed and hopes that someone would find it. It's kind of like that bottle that you cast into the ocean with a note inside and see who it might wash up with on the other side of the earth. In this case, it was a starter jacket with the Eagles insignia.
Has anyone confirmed that the note is legitimate?
Oh, you're a cynic.
I am. I believe people do stuff, that make up stuff to go viral and get some coverage.
They do. But in this case, let's believe just for now that the note is true.
I believe in the worst of people. I work with Mark Runner. I believe in the worst of people.
Well, let's take, sorry about that, Mark. I'm just going to jump all over it. Not even going to let you talk.
Yeah, just keep going. Don't break stride.
Going. So let's take a moment to deviate from people for a second. We're going to get away from humans. We all may have issues with those. But if you've been paying attention to social media this week, there is a huge story. It's bigger than any story I've seen in recent weeks. And it involves something called an anglerfish. An anglerfish. Let me paint this picture for you. If you know what a piranha looks like, it's a smallish fish with a big mouth with a lot of spiky teeth in it, bugged eyes, a very unique and bizarre looking fish. It's all mouth and eyes, all just crazy looking, terrifying teeth. Well, Disney and Pixar, callback, did a movie a few years ago. That movie was called Finding Nemo, 2003, huge movie in which they featured an anglerfish. And the anglerfish in Finding Nemo was not a horrific looking creature. No, it was a creature who had this light bulb on its head, and it was a beloved character in the movie. Well, people remember that scene. They remember that anglerfish. And so this is where the worlds collide. Couple of weeks ago, an anglerfish washed up in Spain. It washed up in Spain, and this is unusual. Yeah, fish wash up, but this particular fish lives at a depth of between 200 and 2,000 meters below sea level. It lives in the darkest crevices of the ocean. So people don't usually see this fish. It is a very unusual occurrence to see this fish outside of the scientific community. Well, one fish did in fact wash up, and it ended up on the sand where people picked it up and then took it to their local scientific research center. And it was confirmed that it was an anglerfish. And people have made up all sorts of romanticized stories and theories about why this fish washed up. There has even been something called a Pixar edit, which means someone took the anglerfish's, its likeness and animated it and turned it into a short in which we are following this anglerfish through the ocean as it ascends to the surface, of which it then did die because it's not made to live outside of this dark area. But because of this Pixar edit, people are completely in just shambles emotionally. It has gone viral because people have connected with this anglerfish all over TikTok, all over social media, and people are literally obsessed with the story of this fish and its final moments as it, quote, reaches for light on the ocean's surface.
People are weird. I'm sorry. People are weird.
People are unique.
People are strange.
Well, they are strange and they latch on to anything. But I found that this story was ironic given you were talking about Pixar and Disney, because I imagine that there will be some sort of short that will be coming out of this phenomenon with this one lone anglerfish soon, because they're going to capitalize off of this momentum and the popularity of this fish.
It's an ugly ass fish. I don't know about popular. It's ugly.
Beloved.
No, it's ugly.
There's a lot of ugly things that are beloved, Mo.
It's ugly.
Come on.
Terrifying.
It is. It is. And someone will make a movie of it,
Yeah, absolutely. And it deserves it, because everything deserves love.
Not everyone deserves a movie.
Everything deserves love. Period.
Ooh, look at the time. It's later with Mo Kelly.
Thank you.
No. Don't encourage her.
That's the
it was
viral
an ugly
load.
ass fish. Call it what it is.
It's been a lot of ugly things I'm sure you've encountered, Mo Kelly. Come on.
I'm going to leave that alone. I'm just going to leave that alone, because if I say something, it'll be taken one way and be taken the wrong way, and I'll be called lots of names, and they won't get the humor.
It might be ugly names.
No. Oh, come on. You really lowered the bar for her.
He's gone rogue.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Come
better.
on.
That's better. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
You may remember last week that we told you about this asteroid, 2024 YR4, how it had a 1% chance of impacting Earth, and then it was upgraded last week to 2.3%. And I made the analogy, 2.3% is not a lot, but if I told you that you were getting on a plane with a 2.3% chance of flying into the side of a mountain, you probably would not feel too good about that. Well, I have more bad news to offer you, and this comes directly from NASA. This asteroid, 2024 YR4, now is up to, and this is as of yesterday, this is really up to date. There's a 3.1% chance that this asteroid 2024 YR4 will hit the Earth on December 22nd of 2032. That's 1 in 32. Now, let me put on my little conspiracy theory tinfoil hat for just a second. If the odds were higher than that, considerably higher, do you think our government or any government would let us know? Let's say it was 20% chance, 1 in 5. Do you think that our government would let us know, or are they building a tunnel and underground city right now in the hills of Montana? And they're going to have a secret lottery where only important people like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk.
Their stuff's in New Zealand.
Oh, I'm saying, but they will have a super secret bunker for whomever they want to save.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Okay.
The answer is yes. I can promise you that. There is no way that they would let us know this. They will not let us know until it's too late to do anything about it. That's why I love the movie Don't Look Up. This asteroid was going to hit us in like 30 years. Oh no, it's going to hit us in 30 days.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like something crazy. It's like one of those like, yeah, it's coming. And that's all it will be. Cause I love how it jumped. It was just like, no, there's no way to, that was a 1 in 31 chance. That's better than the lottery.
The odds have tripled in the course of a week.
Yes.
It's gone from 1% to 3%.
Now I'm going to get very, very conspiratorial only in that.
George Norrie's listening. So
we have seen, and these are things that have been reported because of the depletion of the ozone layer. We have seen more and more asteroids skipping off of our protective dome that is around this here planet. By the time 2032 gets here, we'll probably be dealing with just the thinnest of ozone layers. And there's an increase. There is an increase within the magnetism of this planet. That is why so many asteroids are getting closer and closer to us.
Mark, I thought we fixed the ozone layer, number one.
Well, I don't want to get in the way of Tuala's conspiracy theory, but yeah, the ozone's no longer the problem it used to be with the CFCs and people using aerosols for their armpit spray.
It's gone deeper than that. Damn the hairspray and the big hair. Oh, we're way past that. We're into doing so much more to this planet with the deforestation.
Okay, but how does that have to do with asteroids being on target? It has
to do with the fact that this planet is no longer in a position to deflect just naturally asteroids as we used to. And I know anyone who saw this story, the first thing they thought is, we have something that can blow it up. That's what these movies are for. All these heroic movies about us going up and blowing up an asteroid is to placate us and get us ready because we know good old American ingenuity. We'll build a rocket with our neighbors and our partners. And we'll go up and blow it up. No, we're all going to die. Do not look up.
Did you think the ozone layer deflected asteroids to all?
No, he said that out loud. No. He said it out loud. We got on tape. Stephanie, you got it, right?
There is the portion of what the ozone layer and all that does. There is an increase. I'm not a scientist here, but there is without that, there is an increase in magnetism of the planet as a whole.
So we're more of an asteroid
We're more
magnet.
of a magnet because of what we have done to our atmosphere.
So we're just dialing up asteroids saying, come hit us.
Come hit us. All these asteroids just flying by. There's just this whoosh. No, now it's like, come on, daddy.
We just open the doors and say, welcome to the party, pal.
Yes.
Do Ouija boards play a role in any of this?
Okay, Sergeant Ron.
I'm just asking, and there's no need to get ad hominem about about my unfortunate it was abuse, actually. I'm considering a lawsuit. So let's not get too personal.
Did they knock you out and take advantage of you?
Well, I was kind of close to knocked out because I was drugged up from the dentist, but we don't need to get focused on that. We're talking about Tuala's bizarre conspiracy theories.
I'm more curious about what made you want to go to get a haircut right after that.
Okay, you two, at two. I'm really reluctant to get into this because the asteroid thing is far more entertaining to me personally than talking about the fact that my head's freezing today. It's freezing. My head's never been this cold. How do you guys cope with this stuff?
I just had to take a couple of pictures of you so I could put it on Instagram so people could see.
Please don't.
Oh, you bet your ass I will.
But my question to you is, well, first of all, I suppose it's incumbent on me to remind you at this juncture. I don't know if you remember this, but I'm white. So our hair care, our hair cutting procedures are slightly different. Okay. Also, we don't look as cool bald with shaved heads, so I'm not ready to go that route yet. I don't know how you deal with just the breeze on your head. I can't stand this.
Wear a cap?
I don't like those either.
But you have to wait.
Tawala shaves his head, and your hair is very closely cropped.
Yes,
so
I have fuzz.
And I would say I look like a pencil eraser now. So this is difficult.
It looks like a military cut. It's a fine cut, high and tight.
Yeah. Oh, so now you're saying you find it attractive. You find it appealing.
It's just high and tight. I mean, I walked in and I got flashbacks to having my hands on the hood.
Oh, wow.
Officer Ronner.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'd like to know what you're doing in this neighborhood, and if that is that car yours. What else am I missing?
Got any weapons on you?
Yeah, and that money can't possibly be yours either.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm going to need you to get that.
That's a good one.
Oh,
yeah.
This took a turn.
Yeah, no. I think there's a way to turn this to my advantage, and I just wasn't thinking of it that way because my head was so cold.
No, but absolutely, and as I've been doing a little bit of quick research, the depletion of the ozone layer is what is causing the planet to overheat, and all of the global warming that's happening. The heating of the planet is what is demagnetizing it, and that is what is causing these asteroids to not pass by us.
Okay, wait. If the planet's being demagnetized, that would be a contradiction to the argument that it's attracting asteroids.
It's almost like the asteroids are, you know how magnets, they can, if they're, what is that causes them to push apart?
I don't know.
It's
Bill
the opposite of that. It's the thing that it's the opposite of what causes certain magnets to not be able to connect correctly. Now this is like, boom, we just don't have the
It's
shield.
reverse polarity or something?
Boom, yeah, something like that. There you go.
Something like that.
There you go.
Thank you there, Neil deAsse Tyson.
You SOB. You SOB.
Shots fired.
You made it all so clear.
I feel much less intelligent for hearing that. I don't know what to think.
Okay.
I have no idea what he just said.
We are going to die.
Okay, I got
Is
that.
that clear?
Well, we know the asteroid's going to hit us. I'm not sure it's for the reasons that you've elucidated.
Look, it is global warming is what's going to cause the asteroid to hit us. How about that? That clear enough for you?
Bring it on.
KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app. We'll check in with George Norrie and see what he has to think about the asteroid that's getting ready to hit us in just a moment.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Coming up in just a few moments will be Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie. George, is the asteroid going to hit us?
1 in 48 chance, Mo.
See, I thought it was up to 1 in 32 now.
Yeah, I still say 1 in 48. And it's gravity that pulls it in.
So not the ozone layer, Tawala.
No, I was saying that the depletion of the ozone layer is what's causing the planet to heat up, and that is what is attracting some of these asteroids that have been normally passing by a lot further from the planet, bringing them in closer to us. It's just what I've been
6 degrees in St. Louis. There's no global warming out there. Anyways, on the show tonight, we're going to talk about stem cell technology, and then later on, abundance for your life on Coast to Coast.
I think that we are more out there tonight than George and Coast to Coast AM. I think we were more conspiratorial when it came down to it.
You're always out there.
Oh, I thought you were gone, George.
Did you hear your show last night?
No.
Yeah.
No, we weren't out there. That's regular out there. You don't see, George, you only listened to us like in the last half hour.
But we were really out there.
We were way out there even before that. There was on Monday, I even told Tawala, I said, we can't do this story tonight. Because there was too much going on, and I didn't think you would approve of it. So we changed the story just because of you on Monday night.
Well, you should have changed yesterday's too.
Oh, damn. And the thing is, he's not playing. He's serious. He's absolutely serious.
Shots fired.
Man down. Bye, George. I still love you.
See you, Mo.
Merciless.
If you ever wanted the truth, just go talk to George. It's like looking in the mirror.
I love it. I love it.
Did not hold back.
Here's my final thought for this evening. It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. This world is changing so very fast. probably faster than any of us could have ever imagined. Growing up, or at least when I was growing up, I dreamed of the day of just having my own phone in my room. I'm not talking about my own number. I'm talking about my own physical rotary or touch tone phone. Yes, I said rotary, that I could answer in my own room. That was the dream once upon a time. Now I got my own phone and personal computer on my hip. Put it in my pocket, which communicates with my watch on my wrist. And you know what? I upgrade just about every single year, both of them. I can use my phone in my car thanks to Bluetooth. In fact, I can answer calls on my wrist. I can play music through my wrist. I can talk to my phone and tell it to call anyone and everyone as if there's some mini person in my dashboard dialing the phone for me. It's like the Jetsons, but in real life. And you got to be a certain age to remember what life was like with the advent of the mobile phone. Combine that with the internet and the world in 1995. Back then, it's nothing like now in 2025. In my day, we didn't have computers in every classroom for all students. We had a singular room, a computer lab that you had to walk to use a computer for a limited amount of time. And there was no internet. Teachers, and this is the point of this, teachers back then only had to deal with students having Sony Walkmans. Remember them? I do. Or calculators. Remember them? And don't get me wrong, I wanted to communicate with the girls in my class just like anyone else. It was high school. I mean, I was going through puberty. But the only way we could communicate back then was passing notes, which was tantamount to the Pony Express. Very low tech. But here's my point. Students today have all of that in just their mobile phone. From the computer to the Walkman to the calculator to the passing note communicator, all of it. It is heaven in a box for an adolescent. They can talk with their crushes all day and all night and not make a sound. Mom and dad would not be none the wiser. But worse, in a word, they are addicted. In fact, so are the rest of us. And despite that addiction, or maybe because of it, our children are, relatively speaking, less educated than ever before. And although LAUSD may have taken a very, very small step to try to correct both, there has to be far more done. And parents don't pull the phone use back because those phones serve a purpose for them as well, a constant tether in this very, very dangerous world. I don't condone it, but I damn sure understand it. But I do wonder if we are better off today with this proliferation of cell phone technology, because we're all pretty much generally dumber than ever before. Or are we just dumber, or are we just having more available ways to stay in touch with each other? It could be both. I'm not sure. Are we more dumb than ever before? It sure seems like it. It sure sounds like it. We surely act like it from the way we talk to each other, from the way we communicate with each other. Ask a teacher when a child turns in a paper, they're turning in shorthand. They're turning in text shorthand. They're not even communicating in complete sentences. And that is a direct derivative of the texting environment and the way we speak to each other on our phones. And we know from the state of education, at least here in California, we are performing worse than ever before. Although we have this technology, which is supposedly making life easier for us, more so than ever before. I just don't know. Are we generally dumber or not, given all this technology? And after I send these texts, and after I post on social media, and after I check all my emails on my phone, I'll let you know. For KFI AM 640, I'm Mo Kelly.
Critical thinkers wanted.
KFI
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live